Hello everyone, Sableye here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at Torterra in Regulation E. Yes, you heard that correctly, Torterra, and one more time for good measure, Torterra. So, Torterra is one of my favorite starters of all time, so I'm super happy that it actually kind of almost has tools to make it viable. So we're going to try to make that viable today. So, what I did here is I actually built the team earlier today, and I tried to make a basic concept work, and that was Torterra with some redirection to get the Shell Smash off. And then the concept here was, okay, this is probably just going to lose to Tailwind. So what if we had Torterra plus redirection, and then a way to match the Tailwind in the back? So that was kind of my concept with this team. I struggled a lot building this team. I didn't have the Arcanine to Shampoo the Iron Hands before. I had a completely different core. Things weren't working so great. Arcanine and Shampoo feel okay. I don't know if Arcanine is correct, but I do know for sure Iron Hands is 100% correct. Like Torterra, Clefairy, Iron Hands, Torn feels correct to me. So we're going to go over the team real quick. But once again, these two slots are might even change throughout the video. I don't even know. But we'll see how the team functions. Hopefully we can get the Torterra to do some things. I don't think it's in a great spot for like the Shell Smash setup stuff right now, but I definitely do think it has potential in the format. So we've got Torterra right now. We're going to start with the bread and butter of the video, you know? We've got Torterra. Terra type Fire, just because like you want to avoid those ice weaknesses. Resisting Fairy is nice. And honestly, just Ogerpon in general, like you kind of just wall out the Ogerpon stuff. For the most part, give or take, right? Like, obviously, like the water one can still give you trouble, but overall, Fire felt good. I also was testing a water a bit, which is, I think, is another viable option. But Headlong Rush, incredible move, guys. 120 base power, it's doing massive damage. It's going to be Stab coming off of Torterra, and paired with Shell Smash, it's going to be Stab at +2. You're doing damage, you're doing a lot of it, and that's what I like with this Pokemon. And besides Shampoo, you're probably just one-shotting things, like, consistently. You might not even need Shell Smash, right? It just feels really good. It is a tool that became available to it from, I believe, Legends Arceus. It got Headlong Rush, so it's cool to see it get it in Scarlet and Violet. But anyways, I went Woodhammer. You can do a lot of things here. If you don't want to get the recoil, you can go Seed Bomb. You can go Loaded Dice Bullet Seed. My problem with the Loaded Dice set is I feel like with Loaded Dice, you probably want Rock Blast as well. But you can't fit all that on the Shell Smash set because this Pokemon really needs Protect. But anyways, besides the point, like the concept is very simple, right? You're gonna walk in, you're gonna follow me with the Clef, you're gonna Shell Smash with the Torterra. Then you're either gonna Protect while Clefairy goes down, or if you're not really threatened all that much, then you can just start doing damage beside Clef. If Clef goes down and they have Tailwind up, you bring in Torn, match the Tailwind. Clef goes down without Tailwind up, well then you bring in whatever feels fitting. But the concept is there. Hopefully we can get some games with Torterra. The spread, guys, is pretty much just sliders. I hit the bump here, and then I did enough to hit 210 in Tailwind or after a Shell Smash, which outpaces all the stuff you really want it to outpace. Didn't really think too big of a point of trying to creep like a Dragapult. It's not really relevant right now, but that could change going forward. Arcanine, this is your Banded Arcanine, guys. I went a little bit on the bulkier of the Banded Arcanines. I could probably lower the attack a bit even more if I wanted to, but once again, just some slider numbers, some relative speed, some relative bulk. Nothing crazy at all right there. We're going to go Shampoo. Standard Shampoo, guys. I went Jolly just because I feel like Jolly is a little bit more optimal because I feel like there's a lot of end games where just knowing your Shampoo is faster feels a little bit nicer. But I definitely think with Tailwind and stuff, you could definitely get away with Adamant Shampoo. So that's an adjustment you can make on your own. I'm just comfortable with the Jolly one. Clef is very nice. Honestly, this is just an old favorite of mine. Just really nice support. You know, you got Follow Me, you've got Helping Hand. Protect is absolutely super valuable on this Pokemon. And a lot of the times you don't really want to run, like, I don't know. I don't like running Protects on my Follow Me Mons. But when your Follow Me Mon has Friend Guard, it feels incredible. Right? Because it's like, okay, they want to get the Friend Guard off the field. Well, am I going to Protect? Maybe they just double into it, right? It just feels incredibly strong. Moonblast for damage. Another option I feel like is After You. I don't love After You on this variant of a team. Like, I don't think it functions quite as well as I like. So, like I said, just Protect, keeping Torterra alive a little bit longer feels pretty good. Standard Iron Hands, guys. I went Terra Water just because I felt super weak to Urshifu. So if I was going to Terra my Iron Hands, I really wanted to be able to at least do something still versus that Water Urshifu. So Water feels a little bit better for me right now. Grass is also another viable option. Fire is good. Once again, I just feel like the Urshifu weakness is too strong if I go Fire. Anyways, Torn is here. We're going to go Ghost here, and we're going to go Mental Herb. Now, my concept behind Mental Herb over Covert Cloak on this team is having Clefairy get to follow me for Torterra. Torterra will then protect. Clef can go down. If that ends up being the case, or Clef goes down turn 1, Torterra gets the Shell Smash, Torn comes right back in. Now, if they've already gotten their Tailwind up with their Torn, they can no longer taunt me to stop my Tailwind. That's my concept with the Mental Herb here, right? Because the Tailwind on this team is meant to just make Torterra go, right? I could run Protect over Sunny Day, but Sunny Day is once again here for... I am terrified of Water Earth. Maybe incorrectly, but Sunny Day could very easily be Protect, so you can get around Fake Outs and stuff a little bit easier. But you have the Terra Ghost for that as well. I feel like this option makes a lot of sense, right? Just like, especially for what I'm using it with. Like, I'm not leading Torterra and sending Tailwind off the bat, right? My concept with this Torn is I'm getting this Torn in the late game after they've probably already got Tailwind up, just to match a Tailwind in the late game. So I definitely think that Mental Herb Torn feels a little bit better. And then I can also play the turn 1. If I do lead it, I can taunt them. If I lose Dispute, it's whatever, because they can't taunt me the following turn, then I get a Tailwind up the following turn. So it feels pretty good. Team has been functioning decently. It's not like crazy, but we're going to get some games in for you guys, and hopefully we can get some Torterra games. Okay, so we're going to get Shenpao Dnite. So we're not going to be able to bring Torterra into this one, I don't think, unfortunately, guys. There is a couple things fundamentally wrong with that. Just the E-Speed coming out of Dragonite. I need to put more pressure onto that than... I don't have time to set up Torterra. You know, leading Clef Tort into this is never going to work out for me. I don't have time to set that up. Unfortunately, that's probably going to be Water Earth, which if they decide to go with the Water Earth lead, this is going to get very dicey. But I think if I lead like Arcanine Hands, that does open the game up for me. My scary part with this is I have no switch into to Earth, sorry. And the switch into Earth this is what I was talking about in the team builder. I don't have that switch in right now. So I'm going to have to try and bully it, but I really can't bully it, you know? I really just can't bully it. Maybe I go Wild Charge on Arcanine just because then I can like at least survive and like actually pressure it back. But Clef is okay here. Shenpao comes for sure, and I feel like late game Tailwind is still not a terrible option. It's also a decent way to hit Urshifu if they decide to bring it. So we're gonna go with this. Now this is a lead that I am super happy with. I'm a little scared that they're gonna have like Aqua Jet. I'm gonna be honest. I am kind of terrified because we don't have team sheets. But I think this is just going to be a Rock Slide from my end. And I'm going to just Drain Punch over into the Dragonite. Yeah, there's the Terra Ghost. They're just going to E-Speed my hands. They're going to try and take me down. That's not going to work. I'm cool with this. Rocks for some really good damage. Why did that just kill? Honestly, I was not expecting it to kill Dragonite, but I also had to cover the Dragonite going Terra Normal. So I am okay with how that turn played out. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it. So they probably want a Sacred Sword or Drain Punch this Arcanine. So I'm going to reset it because E-Speed is still very, very valuable. And honestly, I think I'm just going to try and kill the Shenpao if they give it to me. I don't think they'll give it to me, but if they do give it to me, I'm going to take the... Okay. Drain Punch into Torn. Cool. So now I'm going to get Tailwind up. Let myself get fast. Still going to be very dicey for me to actually break an Iron Hands here, though. But I will just Drain Punch it to start getting some damage onto it. They almost, honestly, had I known they were just going to give me the Dragonite turn 1, I almost could have brought Torterra to this game in the end. But they're going to Ice Spinner kill my Torn. That is more than what I expect. I'm going to get Drain Punch off into their hands, get some health back. They're going to do the exact same. Oh, they're Tantrum Iron Hands? That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I respect it. I respect it. We're going to go Arcanine here. I'm going to go Terra Fairy. And I'm just going to blow up the Iron Hands. And I'm going to... do I switch into Shenpao? Or do I just Wild Charge? I think I just Wild Charge Shenpao. Because I could see them trying to, like, Sucker Punch my Arcanine here for a kill. Or even switching it out. So, like, if I can catch anything that switches in here with a Wild Charge, it feels relatively decent. Yeah, Flare Blitz Bandit. Going to take down the Shenpao. Excuse me. Going to take down the hands. My hand is going to take down the Shenpao. My commentary is not on point today. And here we go. We are going to lose. We are still going to lose just because our Urshifu matchup is garbage. Now, I go Sacred Sword, and I go Wild Charge. I don't have another choice. Oh, wait, did they hit the Shenpao? I was faster. Let's go. They weren't scarfed. They weren't scarfed. Let's go. All right, good job, Iron Hands. Feels good. This is an interesting one here. We do have sheets. I actually think I can almost force Torterra here. I genuinely think I can force the Torterra into this, because my biggest concern is the Lando. We do know that it's now Choice Scarf, so like we can go turn 1 and just kind of double protect, scout what that Scarf Lando wants to do. The Coil Milo is going to get dicey. Very, very annoying actually, so maybe I do want to lead Torn. That doesn't feel right though. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go Shenpao in the back, and I am going to go Iron Hands. They're not like their Hypnosis. Their only attacking move is Scald right now, so I don't feel too threatened by Milotic. I'm only really threatened by it like in the end game if I just kind of let it sit there and set up, so hopefully we won't be doing that here. We're going to get our White Herb to activate on this Torterra. This is just a double protect. I want to scout what this Scarf Landers is trying to lock themselves into right now. They also could just try to like U-turn. If they go for that, I will Terra Fire immediately. Not that I necessarily need to, but we'll really just see what they want to lock into. So there's no Terra, meaning there's not going to lock into Terra Blast, Fake Out into Protect, and a U-turn. So this is absolutely beautiful. Here's a Follow Me Shell Smash. There's a U-turn, and I'm assuming I'm going to get hit by a Heavy Slam from this Iron Hands right now. They can bring in a Moongus. I don't care all that much. This is going to be a Heavy Slam from the hands, I'm sure. Yep. Alright, so what Terra we have on this Iron Hands? Iron Hands is Terra Water. So here's the thing. I have to make a call right now of if Iron Hands is switching into Lando, and I am going to hard make that call. I'm going to go Woodhammer, and I'm actually going to Helping Hand as well. Yep. You make that call every day because I believe Helping Hand Woodhammer is probably killing the hands anyways. Woodhammer going to take down to Lando. I don't know what Amoonguss is planning on doing here. Oh, that's going to Spore Clef. That's fine. That's more than fine. Roaring Moon is going to come in, and it's going to be attack boosting, allowing me to be faster with Torterra. Now, I have to be wary of their Terra here. So let's take a gander. It is going to be Flying Terra. Now, is this bad for me? They are Dragon Dance. I think I Woodhammer. I think Woodhammer is my safest option because then I'm at least getting damage. If I Woodhammer and they Terra Flying, my Sucker Punch from Shenpao can still kill it in the end game. I could also play it safe and just try to kill Amoonguss, but I can definitely see Amoonguss being a Pokemon that maybe wants to protect here. So I'm just going to Woodhammer, and I'm just going to burn a turn of sleep. Okay. It's better than Headlong Rush. Headlong Rush into Amoonguss arguably was the better play, but they do Dragon Dance, so we are still in this game. And they're going to self... Okay. Still in the game, yes, but not in a very good spot. Let's put it that way. Because this Roaring Moon is going to absolutely decimate me in a second. I should have hit the Amoonguss. I don't know why I didn't. I'm going to protect here. And I'm just going to potentially see if I can, like, wake up. I would love nothing... Like, I would love to wake up here with this piece, but... I guess it doesn't matter what I do, though. That's the problem. Right? So, like, maybe I don't... Maybe I just try to wake up with a Follow Me. Okay. Wake up with the Follow Me. Gonna keep me alive from this Roaring Moon this turn. +1 Headlong shouldn't kill Amoonguss. I would doubt it. Like, I would be very surprised if it did. But... And they're just gonna Spore into my Torterra, which is... pretty good. Okay. How do we close this? If I bring in Iron Hands, it's gonna be a double protect. Hold on. Let me take a gander here. They are 188 at highest, which I actually don't think they can be. So let's just assume they're 188. I know they're attack boosting. Then they're +1 speed. I could almost get another Shell Smash off. Double Fake Out, Shell Smash it. You know what I mean? Fake Out, get a Shell Smash off again, and then be in a spot where I'm faster than the Roaring Moon. Because then I can go Headlong over there and Wild Charge over there, and that feels winnable. It's just a little shaky if they try to call that. But this should hopefully force a double protect. Give me the Shell Smash. Get me back in this game. And let's go. Okay. That's what I needed to see here. I'm going to be faster than the Roaring Moon now. Amoonguss can no longer protect. They have no switch in, so I am killing that slot. And I'm just going to go Wild Charge out into this Roaring Moon. Perfect. They can Rage Powder. It wouldn't have helped them. Like, I would have Woodhammered Roaring Moon if I knew they were going to Rage Powder, but that's fine. They'll take down Torterra. Wild Charge is going to go into Roaring Moon, and that'll be more than enough to either kill it or put it into range of my Sucker Punch afterwards. And with that, this should all but be said and done. I think I have very much so the upper hand here. I'll even go Terra Ghost so I can't get faked out. And a Drain Punch. They shouldn't be faking out anyways. They kind of need to Drain Punch eventually. So just the less recovery they can get, the better. This is over. Alright, Torterra actually did something, guys. Torterra did something. Let's go. So we're going to get Hard Sun. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to say we can bring Torterra to this, but we can almost bring Torterra to this. Like, realistically speaking, we could almost bring Torterra. Now, I'm not talking like the Shell Smash setup, because I don't think that's going to work. But I feel like if we go Torterra plus Torn, that potentially opens up some options for us. Like, Torterra Torn plus Shenpao Arcanine potentially opens this door very, very open for us. Like, I feel like we have a lot of options if we do that, right? Because we get our Tailwind up. If they focus down Torterra, we get our Arcanine and our Shenpao to come in and sweep with a faster mode. If they don't focus down Torterra, then Torterra's ground moves are just going to decimate this guy. So, I'm definitely going to try this. I don't know if it's the way it's really going to be optimal here, but that's a good start. That is a very good start. Now, here's the thing, right? I have to make sure that I don't know the calc. I don't know if a Lilligant's Solar Blade is going to kill me. Right? They're actually Ice Spinner Lilligant, but I'm just gonna go Terra Fire. The problem is, do they? Oh, they're not. Wait. They're not Sleep Powder. All right, so we're gonna go Tailwind. We're gonna go Terra Fire. I would Shell Smash, but I don't like it here. I think just putting on pressure into their pieces on their side of the field feels a whole lot better. They're gonna Terra Dark. We're gonna Terra Fire. We're gonna Tailwind. They're going to after you Eruption, but I'm a Fire-type Torterra right now. I'm okay with this. Here's a Headlong Rush into Torkoal. Unfortunately, not going to kill, but a very, very good chunk of damage nonetheless. This gets a little dicey now. Obviously, Shenpao is going to be faster than the Lilligant, but Arcanine, I feel like, is a little bit of a better switch, and you get the Intimidate down. It just feels better. Lilligant cannot, I guess they can close combat me, but I don't think close combat at -1 is going to kill Torterra. So I'm just going to Headlong Rush into the Torkoal slot. And I am going to just, I think I'm just going to go double East. That's the thing. I think I just Rock Slide, actually. I'll Rock Slide, and I could try to Shell Smash here and get cheeky. This could be a turn where I try to do that, because I could see Torkoal protecting or switching out. This potentially gives me a turn. It's very greedy, but I'm going to try it. Oh, after you Earth Power, hello Shell Smash. Okay. This was wrong on my end, I think. I was not expecting after you. I should have just E-Sped Torkoal. E-Speed Torkoal and set up actually is a genius play there on my end. I kind of got ahead of myself. A little bit too much there. So, Lilligant, I feel like, is just going to click CC. I feel like they just double attack right now. Right? And I feel like that's probably their best play they can make, because I don't have a spread move on Torterra. Right? So, Lilligant does indeed have Protect. Having a spread move on Torterra would arguably win me the game right now. I am just going to double Lilligant. I know it's probably incorrect, but I don't think I have another choice. Okay? Okay? I mean, we're not out of this game. That kind of brought us back in this. They're going to bring the Lilligant back. And the problem is this Lilligant is Focus Sashed, right? So they'll double protect here to stall my Tailwind. My win con might actually be once again to call a double protect stalling Tailwind. So I Sucker Punch here and I go Shell Smash again. That's fine. The fact that I keep getting Shell Smashes off these types of moves is insane to me, right? Because now I'm up to 420, and that's going to be faster than Lilligant once again. So once again, I am faster than Lilligant. No, I'm not. I'm not. Am I? It's 172. 172 is times 2 is what? 2. No, it's 3. It's 340 something. Yeah, they're way faster than me. So they're still going to unfortunately be faster than Torterra, which is a little bit of a shame. But they also might not know that. They also might be modest. If they're adamant, let's say they're adamant. They're adamant probably hits 150 and change. That just puts them just barely over 300. So if they're... I still sucker the Ogre Pawn. And I think I just protect here. Just to see. Because I feel like they're going to try and kill Torterra. Got the side wrong. If I hit Lilligant there, I actually have a very good shot at winning. Which is crazy to me. That is so unfortunate. The sun is gone, however, now. So technically, I could double Lilligant for a kill. Which means they might want to protect it. So my win con now becomes them protecting Lilligant, and which would be a misplay on their end, but that does become my win con. So we're going to Sacred Sword over here. And because that's going to pick up the knockout there. And we're going to just headlong rush over here. Yeah, they're never going to protect Lilligant there. I don't think it's ever the correct play on their end. But my win con was that, right? Because Torkoal is going to finish off the things. Close combat's going to seal me up. And now there's nothing I can do. That one turn. Like I'm saying, if I would have hit Lilligant the turn prior, I win the game. Which I think is crazy to me. We'll sucker punch because this, yeah. Literally, if I hit Lilligant the one turn prior, I win the game. Okay, so this is, I was going to say it's the Wolf team, but they dropped the Snorlax Clef mode, I think. And maybe, I'm not even sure if Wolf had a Rillaboom. But besides the point, I saw Sinister Kommo-o, I was like, yo, Wolf team? But besides the point, I feel like we're still okay. I don't think Torterra can come to this one, unfortunately. But we'll see. Throat Spray Steel. The problem is I don't really have a way to force them to go Terra Steel on their Kommo-o, right? So they're going to be Klingor's Soul, Clanging Scales, and Flash Cannon. So, I mean, I could try and maybe... I think if I lead Clefairy, there's a slight potential that maybe they do try to have to, like, be scared of my Moonblast. So I'm going to actually do that and lead Clefairy Iron Hands. I would like to be able to force the Steel. If I can force Terra Steel out of them, I feel like maybe Torterra or Iron Hands can win this game. It's just a matter of doing that. They are Terra Water Sinistcha, so maybe Torterra does have merit here. Booster Energy Flutter, which is not surprising. But I feel like if Hands is cleaning this mode up, I feel like I can be okay to get the Torterra. Shanpao for sure. I think it's definitely a must-have. And I'm going to try Torterra in the back. I don't love it. But I think it may have merit, right? Because this, in a way, could potentially help force Steel. Because they're going to fake out Clefairy, which I don't think they will. I think they have to fake out Hands here. Like, they'll fake... If they're going to fake out, they're going to fake out Hands. And then Terra Steel their Kommo-o. And that's kind of exactly what I want for my Drain Punches to start doing some things. That's exactly the position I'm trying to put myself in right now. Is I'm trying to force that Terra Steel. So that way the rest of the game just becomes known, right? Without the Flutter Mane, I don't care if they Terra Steel. I kind of want them to. It's a little dicey, though. Kommo-o is a very scary matchup for this. Like, we just get out set up, pretty much. Yeah, there's the fake out over there. No Terra. So maybe they're saying they're not scared of Clefairy's Moonblast, which, granted, I wouldn't be scared of a Clefairy Moonblast either. But, like, that's a good chunk of damage. And I got the special attack drop. Good job, Clefairy. Good job, buddy. Do they have Protect? They do have Protect. So I'm just going to Protect my Clef, keep it on the field. And I'm just going to Drain Punch the Kommo-o. Well, we baited the Terra Steel, kept ourselves alive, and just dropped this Kommo-o. So I don't think we could have had a better start to this game. There's a Landorus, which is a little dicey. They are Choice Scarf, so we do get to see what they lock into, what they decide is their better play. Now we're going to lose Clefairy, I'm sure, so I'm just going to let that happen. I'm just going to redirect, and I'm honestly going to bring in Torterra. Like, I don't see a reason to not bring into Torterra right now. They have to go after my Clef, because I'm forcing them after that, and they're not even going to kill it. No complaints here. No complaints here. They are speed boosting Flutter, which we knew. I'm just going to follow me again. We know their Tantrum. We know that's not going to kill Clef. So I'm going to follow me. And I'm just going to Woodhammer it. Like, if they protect, good for them. But I don't think they will. Good Icy Wind. Like I said, it's not going to kill Torterra. Woodhammer is just going to pick off the Flutter Mane. I also don't lose my... Clefairy is still alive, guys. Can we talk? Can we discuss that Clefairy is still alive on the field right now? Yeah. Okay. Torterra good. Is Torterra good? Maybe not. I don't know. I struggled getting the thing to work. But either way, we're having a good showing right now. Double Protect. Just stalls out the last turn of grass, making them not be able to Grassy Glide me. They're probably just faster than the Torterra anyways, I would presume. I don't think I really want to be Terraing this Torterra right now. Like, I'm at the point where I'm okay losing both of these pieces. They have done their jobs. You know, I just follow me. Shenpao killing off Landorus afterward. Like, Fake Out Icicle Crash is the safest turn I have into Landorus. That should be a W. So I'm just going to let these things kind of just go down. If they give me a Shell Smash, I'll take it. But this should pretty much just be everything dying. Yeah. It is AV Rilla, right? Yeah, okay. AV Scarf. So I just crash over here and Fake Out. The double up into Lando will take the kill. They've wasted their Terra with the Terra Steel. We're going to flinch the Lando. We're going to take care of the Lando. The only way I lose that is if I miss a crash, which does make things get dicey. But I have to make that play. That is just arguably the correct play. I guess in theory, fake out Icicle Crash, the Rillaboom is a good play as well. The problem is, at the end of the day, I think Lando is the threat there. Like, hands can 1v1 the Rillaboom, but hands cannot 1v1 the Lando. So I think I targeted right. I just needed to not miss Crash, which I didn't. I'll give you guys one more. We're going to get double Kommo-o here to close this one out. This one's a little scarier, I think, because I don't know what they're... Once again, no sheets is always scarier. I don't know if I can actually force Torterra into this. It doesn't look terrible. I just wish I knew if this thing was fire. Granted, though, it almost has to be fire, steel, or poison, right? I don't think there's other options for it, because it has to resist the Flutter Mane. So maybe I can bank on that a little bit. I just don't know how I'm going to actually set up Torterra. Maybe I don't set up Torterra. Maybe I just commit to doing some stuff with, like, Clef Hands again, similar to what I did the last time. And then I have, like, Arcanine Torterra in the back. Shampoo is decent, but I think Torterra... No, Shampoo is just better. Sorry, Torterra, buddy. You're hitting the bench. So similar to the last time we played these guys, I'm just going to do this and this. Once again, it's like if they fake out hands and don't Terra. Is it Clanger's Soul and just going to hit by the Moonblast? You know, this just feels correct to me every time. Like, I feel like this lead into Kommo-o feels incredibly strong. Moonblast going to leave it on 2. And get the special attack drop again. I've seen this game before, guys. I've seen this before. We're going to go just protect and do this, I think. Once again, I mean, Drain Punch at this point is killing Kommo-o. They kind of have to try to kill hands, but I don't think they can. They'd have to have some move that I'm really unaware of to kill my hands here. That is a very good play. But now I just follow me and kill off the Kommo-o. I don't care what they Terra into. If it's fire, it's still neutral for my Drain Punch. If it's steel, they're weak to it. If they're poison is the only thing that I could see allowing this Kommo-o to survive. But even if it survives, I don't know if that's really a bad thing or not. Yeah, there's a Flash Can, does not kill Clefairy. There's a Wood Hammer that will finish me off, but that's fine. Clefairy's done its job. Wood Hammer comes out, Drain Punch comes out, kills off Kommo-o. And now I can bring in Shampoo to help seal this game. Actually, it's Arcanine first. It's Arcanine first. Let me press cancel. Yeah, it's always Arcanine first. I don't know what I'm doing. We are also the faster Arcanine, which is incredibly strong here. Because I can just safely launch a Flare Blitz into Rillaboom. I am banded. They might Terra out of it, but that's fine for me. They might Terra out of it. They might switch out of it. But just going right after Rillaboom right here feels incredibly strong. Arcanine also doesn't really want to be here in front of an Iron Hands. I feel like that's just brought in for the Intimidate. They're going to Glide. I respect it. Goodbye, Rillaboom. They should not be able to kill Iron Hands here. Yeah. They have to try it, though. They have to try for it, and I respect it. We're going to get a good chunk of health back right here. I feel like I reset Arcanine, but it really depends. Never mind. We're good. So we're back in the team builder. Everything's feeling... Honestly, the team actually functioned more than I could have asked for. You know, I don't think... I really don't think we could have asked for a better showcase here. I'm still not convinced that Torterra is amazing, but it definitely showcased it. It definitely tried to prove me wrong here, you know? But I also feel like that's piloted on me having to make a lot of calls, you know? Like, I had to make a lot of calls on saying, okay, I'm going to get the second Shell Smash off here to put myself in a winning position here, you know? And I don't know if that holds up in a best of 3, but team is very fun. I wouldn't mind having a Flutter Mane somewhere on this variant. Like, maybe you drop, like, a Shenpao. Because I feel like maybe you drop a Shenpao, maybe you drop an Arcanine for a Flutter Mane. Because I'm not certain on these two, but they were doing their job, right? Like, Shampoo Arcanine was doing its job, you know? So I can't really argue that, per se. But, maybe, like I don't know. Arcanine Shampoo Torn on its own is pretty good. I think the team functioned incredibly strong, actually. So definitely feel free to give it a shot, guys. Not rental, but Team Face will be down below. Give it a shot yourselves. Let me know. Not being able to get crit is really, really nice. I think maybe putting Wild Charge over Head Smash to at least put pressure back onto the Urshifu's is a little bit decent. Definitely a decent option as well. I don't know if... Actually, I'm going to commit to that right now. Just because it feels a little better. Like, it just... I wasn't clicking Head Smash. Head Smash was there in, like, a last-ditch effort sort of thing. But Wild Charge, I feel like a little bit more practical, you know? Everything else feels decent. I feel like you could get away with Adamant Shanpao for sure. Other than that, team feels decent. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you guys do enjoy this content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And with that, I'm going to stop rambling, and I'll catch you all in a future video.